China virus outbreak may wallop economy, financial markets. Bangkok, AP, news that a new virus that has afflicted hundreds of people in central China can spread between humans has rattled financial markets and raised concern it might wallop the economy just as it might be regaining momentum. Health authorities across Asia have been stepping up surveillance and other precautions to prevent a repeat of the disruptions and deaths during the 2003 SARS crisis, which caused $40 billion $50 billion in losses from reduced travel and spending. The first cases of what has been identified as a novel coronavirus were linked to a seafood market in Wuhan, suggesting animal-to-human transmission, but it now is also thought to be spread between people. As of Wednesday, some 440 people were confirmed infected and 9 had died from the illness, which can cause pneumonia and other severe respiratory symptoms. A retreat in financial markets on Tuesday was followed by a rebound on Wednesday, as investors snapped up bargains. Share benchmarks were mostly higher, with Hong Kong's Hang Seng gaining 1.1% and the Shanghai Composite Index advancing 0.4%. Japan's Nikkei 225 jumped 0.7%. While the new virus appears much less dangerous than SARS, the most significant Asia risk could lie ahead as the regional peak travel season takes hold, which could multiply the disease diffusion, said Stephen Innes, chief Asian strategist for Axie Corp. So, while the risk is returning to the market, the lights might not turn green until we move through the Lunar New Year travel season to better gauge the coronavirus dispersion. The 2003 outbreak of severe acute respiratory syndrome in China, along with cases of a deadly form of bird flu, resulted in widespread quarantine measures in many Chinese cities and in Hong Kong. More than 8,000 people fell sick and just under 800 people died, a mortality rate of under 10%. While the ordinary flu kills hundreds of thousands of people each year, such new diseases raise alarm due to the uncertainties over how deadly they might be and how they might spread. That's especially true during the annual mass travel of the Lunar New Year festival, which begins this week. The cost to the global economy can be quite staggering in negative GDP terms if this outbreak reaches epidemic proportions, as until this week, the market was underestimating the potential of the flu spreading, Innes said in a report. In China, health officials stepped up screening for fevers. We ask the public to avoid crowds and minimize the public gatherings to reduce the possibility of cross-infection, Li Bin, deputy director of the National Health Commission, said Wednesday. Just as with SARS, though, the impact of the disease is likely to fall heaviest on specific industries, such as hotels and airlines, railways, casinos and other leisure businesses. And for more on this story, visit the news article link.